Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am so excited to have you here. This week's energy, we have a little channeled message from the Pleiadian beings of light who are here to remind us that we are being supported, that there is so much light and support being poured through into our lives, our realities, and our consciousness right now, that we are being asked to really utilize that energy by asking for support. Asking for things to be shifted for us and with us, asking for our perspectives to be changed and transformed into the highest frequency of what we could achieve in our lives, because so much is possible for us. And under the light of this Sagittarius full moon this week, we are being asked to find our own freedom and to remove and peel off any of the layers of the things that are making us feel confined. So this is such a powerful, powerful week. And we are being asked to use it by asking for support, by opening our hearts to be in the energy of receiving and being open to supports and shifts happening for us. So I'm so excited that you're here. Stay tuned to find out exactly what these messages are and how you can use them. Hello and welcome to the energy update from the week of May the 20th. This is such a beautiful week to be in because as we approach this full moon in Sagittarius, it's all this adventurous, fun, freedom seeking and abundant kind of energy that we're looking into. It's asking us to connect to the part of us that wants to be free. It wants to be wild. It wants to not be held down or held back in our lives. So it's asking us to peel off, and almost like what the vision I'm getting is like running down towards a lake and just peeling off all your clothes so you can jump in the water. That's what this energy is asking us to do. It's asking us to peel off anything that is not serving us so we can step into that freedom, whatever that looks like. Maybe this vision of your life is just running barefoot clothless into a lake or into a river. And that's the analogy here. It's how can we release what we don't need so we can be in utmost freedom. So that freedom is our life. And because we are in a really powerful time, and so the last week has been very much asking us to witness, what are we looking forward to? What are we happy that we've done so far? And what are we looking forward to creating and manifesting in our lives? Because with this full moon, this will be the last full moon of the first half of the calendar year. So it's very, very much asking us to close off any loose ends, to witness what we want to create. Maybe is there anything blocking us from creating those things? So how can we get really, really, really clear on what we want to create, what we want to bring into the world in the next 6 months of the year? And how can we release, with the full moon all around releasing energy, how can we release any of the self-doubt, the limiting beliefs, or any of the ways that we do not feel that we can do those things? And so this is about getting really honest with ourselves. If miracles could happen, what would I want to happen in my life? And then let's embody that. Let's take action from that place. Perhaps what can we release from that place that's stopping us? So this is a really, really potent and powerful energy to be in because it's asking us and it's driving us to just find freedom, And because right now we are also in this Pleiadian portal energy. The Pleiadians are these beings of light that are here to shift the consciousness on Earth by allowing us and facilitating and supporting us to tune into our hearts and to be led from that heart space. And because we are in this portal of light right now, we are open to the consciousness of these beings of light. And they are asking us to really tune in and check back in within our hearts, because they are here to guide us to the way of the heart and to show us how to live from this heart-based and place, And so this is a really potent energy, and you might have noticed the energy of this weekend being like buzzing. There's like a buzzing sensation to the energy because it's saying, what are you capable of? Really witness. What are the things that excite you? What are the things that you want to create and do? Because we're giving you the energy to really tune into that so that you know what you are deserving of. Because if you have these visions and dreams, it's because you are capable of achieving them. You are capable of doing that. And so this energy is showing us and pushing us to really see what we want to create, because in doing so, we might notice, oh my God, you know what? I'm noticing some limiting beliefs here, or I really didn't think I was capable of doing this. And that's the important part, because when we are led oftentimes from our mind, and we're so used to thinking and feeling from our mind, it very much limits us, and we lose the connection from the heart transmission, which can see much further and much deeper than the limitations that we have in our mind. And so the beings of light are coming to ask us and remind us, check in this week, ask to see things differently, ask to be shown things differently, because we have this deep, deep opportunity to shift how we see things. And instead, we can be asked to be shown through our hearts, because that's the portal that we're in. It's around being led from this heart place so we can see things differently, to take off this blindfold that we've been wearing that's just been looking through the mind and analyzing our emotions through our mind. Oh, I'm not possible. This is not possible for me. I'm not capable of this. And all the ways that we ruminate in that energy that actually just stops us and limits us from creating the things that we want in our life, from changing job, from changing relationship, from going on traveling, whatever it is that we're being called to do. Oftentimes, the limitations of our mind, of the ego, those limiting beliefs are actually preventing us from having that. But the point is that if we're having those desires, it's because they're destined for us. And we're being asked this week to do like a life update. They're asking us to say, okay, where do I see my life in the lens of limitations? Where do I think or feel things are not possible for me? And how can I actually transform how I feel so that I feel like I am limitless, so I am capable of everything that I want to do? And in checking in with these questions, perhaps even journaling on these questions, it allows us this really powerful opportunity to witness what is happening right now. So what is my mind telling me right now? What are my beliefs telling me right now? And that opens us up to set the intention to shift it. And the beings of light are asking, set the intention. Say that this is what you want to shift your perspective in. Once you know, okay, I'm really noticing that the limiting belief is like, every time that I try to go for something new, I fail. Or someone takes a position, or something gets in the way that I feel like I fail at doing it. Once we have got this understanding from doing this update, we can say, okay, cool, I recognize this. I now set the intention for this perspective to be shifted. And letting your guides know that you are open to this shift. Letting your guides know that you are ready for a transformation, or this transformation, if you actually are. And this is definitely something I've been drawn to this week. I woke up the other morning and I kind of had this message, okay, I'm ready. I'm ready for things to be different. Like I'm seeking more freedom. And I literally said, I'm done. I'm letting you know that I'm ready for something different. And no joke, within an hour, I already had an opportunity, because I had said I was ready for things to be different. And this is the kind of like open communication and dialogue that we can have with our guides. We can say, I am ready for this to be shifted. I am open to new perspectives and opportunities. I am open to a transformation if that's what I'm called to. And that open energy is the opening of your heart, because you're opening up rather than being closed off and like, I'm stuck in my head, I don't believe I'm possible, all these kind of thoughts. We kind of like close off and we're stuck in the mind. If we can be in that heart space and say, I am open, it's the openness that is led from the heart. And that's when a lot of shifts start to happen, because we are leading from our hearts. Because we're saying, okay, I'm trusting things that I can't see, mind. I'm trusting in things, my guides. I'm trusting in new opportunities. I'm trusting in new shifts of perspective. These are trusting things, because they're not things that you can see, and there might have not been things that your brain has been used to recognizing, right? If you've not been willing to see them, you might not have noticed how you're always being supported, or how the guides are there for you. And so being open to that being a possibility is in a degree an opening of your heart, because there is hope there. There is like, okay, I might not see it, but if I just begin to trust that it's there, that's when small little cracklings of the heart begin to open up, almost like small little bubblings that are waiting for it to be open. And if we are also wanting to tune into the heart space a little bit more, there are very tangible things that we can have in our environments. And the symbolism that they gave me was like a rose quartz crystal, and we can carry these on our body. And so I know a lot of people that wear them on necklaces over the heart space. You can even put it in your bra, in your pockets, or whatever. That's that symbolism that I am leading from my heart. And it feels very much is like if you just set the intention to have the rose quartz in your environment, even under your pillow when you sleep, and you set the intention into it. I intend for this crystal to help me connect in my heart, or with my heart more deeply. That's going to carry that frequency, that energy of heart openness. And it will also remind you and serve as a reminder that when you come across it, when you remember that you have it, it's like, oh yeah, this is my reminder to check in with my heart, to make sure that I am open. And while I've recommended in the past, we do kind of like heart meditations or heart questions and stuff, this just feels like stating that you are open, stating that your heart is open, is a lot of where some of this perspective and these shifts are going to happen, because it's almost you telling your mind that you're going to be leading from your heart instead. And so even just saying, I am open in my heart, I am ready for things to be different, I am ready for my heart to be open, that in alone is going to carry this weight of signaling to your mind, to your higher self, to your guides, I am setting the intention that I am ready to be open. And that just feels like a really potent energy to be in. And the final part of this energy update is they're asking us, with this openness and this different perspective, they're asking us to look out for how things are different, because they already are different for you. And in allowing yourself to recognize how things have already shifted in your life, it allows you the opportunity to shift some of the beliefs that you have around yourself, maybe your self-belief. But it also allows the opportunity to shift any old, outdated perspectives you may have had in the past. So this is just a reminder that when we recognize how things have already changed for us, it is reconfirming to your subconscious mind, even though I don't think that's a word, it is confirming again to your subconscious mind, things are different. To your logical mind, oh look, things actually are different. And that is a really powerful energy to be in, because it's saying, look, there are so many old, outdated beliefs and perspectives that I have already shifted. But in this, if there are still any unresolved perspectives on beliefs, etc., ask for them to be revealed and healed. This can be so simple. This can be really simple as, I'm recognizing that I've got fear in this area, or I'm recognizing that I just feel not good enough. I'm recognizing that I don't believe that I can do it. I'm recognizing that I have some fears around money or abundance or whatever it is. If you just recognize that feeling come up, you can just say, okay, I'm seeing this coming up. I would like this to really just be revealed to me a little bit more, and really set the intention for this to be healed. Or maybe you don't notice where the beliefs are, but you can just say, I just ask that any limiting beliefs or limitations and outdated perspectives that I have to be revealed to me so that they can be healed. It's just this really clear intention. And they've also just reminded us that there is this really powerful thing that's happening at the moment, and that's shifting things in our dream state. That is our higher self, our soul, as well as our guides coming in to support us to shift things for our reality through our dreams and through our dream state. And so they're really just saying here, if there's anything that you're coming across, set the intention for it to be healed in your sleep, or resolved or shifted, or the perspectives changed while you're asleep, because they're saying that miraculous things are happening right now. And just being in that openness of, I'm just going to trust, I ask this to be resolved when I'm sleeping, and I'm just going to hand it over to you. That is total surrender. And that is really just trusting in on your heart that you are being supported and guided at this time. And they're saying, because you are, you really, really, really are. So when you start to act and believe as if you are, that is when more opportunity comes for things to be shifted on our behalf, or we can be supported in shifting these things. Because as I mentioned, it's so important to ask to be received. In terms of free will, a lot of our guides can't support on us unless we're willing and open for that to happen. So even setting the intention for that to be resolved or worked through in our dream state means that you're communicating that you are ready for things to be different. So this is such a powerful energy to be in, and I recommend you maybe listen to this a couple of times, or join me over on my Instagram, where I'll be breaking this down a little bit more and sharing a link to my newsletter where I break this down into actionable steps for the week. So I always send out my newsletter with how can we use this energy? How can we make it so that we can take action from it, so that we can take it in to absorb it all and actually use it throughout the week. So allow your hearts to be open this week. There is so much light coming through that's here to support you. So when you are open to it and when you are open to receiving it, such miraculous things are going to happen for you. And just being open and opening your heart to that truth for you is going to open you up to so many beautiful things. So I'm so happy that you're here with me. I hope this energy supports you this week and that you really work to release any of those limiting beliefs so you can be more true within your heart, so you can be taken by the freedom of the Sagittarius moon and find this freedom in your own life. So I'll be sending you so much love. Thank you so, so much.